Hi everyone, welcome to Poppy DIY Crafts. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I'm back and hopefully for the rest of the year I'll be posting a lot more regularly. So today we're starting off with an experiment. I was sent this bubble removal machine from Resiners to try, and I am super excited about this because look how small it is. This is the size of a gallon of milk, or maybe a little bit bigger than a gallon of milk, and it sits right on your desktop. And so I've always thought about getting a vacuum chamber or maybe even a pressure pot to remove bubbles in my resin, and I never did it because they were so big. And to be honest, pressure pots kind of make me nervous. So anyhow, today we have this unit to try, and I'm just going to be making some very simple trays. So I have these two. One is going to be with the resin from the pot, and the other one's going to be the control, which is going to be using resin that's not inside the pot. The resin I'm going to be using today is from Let's Resin, and I just have to say Let's Resin is actually a very good brand of resin. There's not a lot of bubbles in it, and so what I'm going to try to do today is actually create extra bubbles. So instead of stirring it the way I usually do, I'm going to try to stir it a little bit harder, a little bit faster to introduce more bubbles in it to see if the machine actually removes it. So just remember, the control plate is not going to be your typical results from the Let's Resin brand. This is going to be altered a little bit because I'm going to introduce more bubbles into it than normal. So this machine comes in 3 pieces. It's actually really simple. This is the top piece, and here's the container. In addition, we also have the plug. And my set also came with a bunch of cups. Here are the instructions. It looks pretty basic. It has a few buttons. The timers are going to be either for 5 minutes or 9 minutes. And you can push it multiple times, but knowing that most resin does start to cure after about 20 minutes, you don't want to be doing this multiple times. And it looks pretty simple to use. You just plug it in and then press the on button. Alright, let's get our gloves on and get started. I'm going to start by mixing 6 ounces of resin. The instructions did say to not make too much at one time because there might be overflow. So I'm making 6 ounces, but I'm only going to put 3 ounces into the machine. And here we're just going to stir pretty vigorously with a popsicle stick. So usually I'll be stirring much slower than this. Alright, so as you can see here, I'm actually trying to put in more bubbles. And there's a lot of bubbles in there. So once again, this is just for the experiment. I'm putting lots and lots of bubbles in the cup. Let's split this out. Okay, I'm going to put this one inside the pot. I'm going to put the lid on. I gotta make sure that this plug is closed. And I'm going to plug it in. So what it's doing now is essentially sucking out all the air in the chamber. And I am using the 5-minute mode. So this is going to run for 5 minutes and hopefully we can get all the bubbles out. Right now I'm actually seeing a lot more bubbles inside the cup. So it's starting to get a little bit cloudy, so there's a lot of bubbles in there. So I think these are the micro bubbles that you can't see, but they're all being pulled out. Okay, so right now you can see that the bubbles are starting to rise. The bottom is starting to go clear and all the cloudiness is rising to the top. And now I'm seeing some really big bubbles on top. I think all the bubbles have now collected to create big bubbles and now they're just popping at the surface. Okay, so we are almost done. And I see the process of the bubbles rising going much faster now. That was actually really cool. Okay, so let's release the pressure. Oh my goodness, this is so clear. So here's the other one. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but there's a lot of micro bubbles on the left one, the control. And on the right side, it is just as clear as glass. That was so cool. And it works so fast too. So I'm not even sure we need to finish this experiment, but let's go ahead and pour our resin into the mold. And since I have this on a heating pad, we can come back in about 6 to 10 hours to see our results. I'm going to be using my heating mat today, so this will take far less time. So I'll be back in a few hours. Alright everyone, so it's been a few hours and we are ready to demold. So once again, the plate here on the right side is made with the resin that was from the chamber, from the little vacuum chamber, and the one on the left side is just the regular stir and pour. So even just looking at the plates right now, this side I don't see any bubbles, and this side I do see some bubbles here, very tiny ones. And once again, this is not really the fault of the resin, but because I did stir quite vigorously this time and did not try to avoid creating bubbles. And oh my gosh, you guys, this is like glass. So there is a few bubbles, but I think it came from the pour. So when I poured it, there were a few bubbles that was stuck to the silicone, and so I think that's what those are from. And because I used a heat pad, there wasn't a lot of time for the bubbles to rise to the surface. So that is one drawback of curing it too fast. But oh my goodness, this is really good. Here's our control. So this one, I did not put a flame to it. I didn't try to pop the bubbles before I poured or anything. I essentially just stirred, let it sit for 5 minutes, the same amount of time that the other cup was in the chamber. And then I just poured it. And actually for doing that, this is actually really good too. This is very clear, but more bubbles. So I was expecting to see a lot of bubbles, but as you can see, it's actually not too bad. There's quite a lot of these micro bubbles here. But otherwise, once again, this is really good resin, so for the most part, there's not that many. Of course, if I had taken care of the stirring, I don't think I would be seeing this many. And just as a comparison, and you did see earlier that there was a lot of bubbles that came through the surface when it was in a chamber. So I believe we did take out a lot of bubbles in here. Alright, so what can I say? I am a believer. This little vacuum chamber really works. And what I love about this chamber is that it is so easy. So there are no latches here. It is simply just a container. And there's a seal in here. All you do is just put it on so that it's snug. This vent does have to be closed because this is where the air is, this is where you release the pressure afterwards. And it's not very loud. It sounds a little bit like a hair dryer, so it's not that much louder than a regular hair dryer. And as far as quantity, this is an 8-ounce cup that this system came with, and so as you can see, we can fit a bigger cup in here. So here I have a larger container, and that also fits. So it does fit a lot. You can make a lot of resin with this. However, I would think that with the larger amount of resin, you'll probably need to run the machine a little bit longer. But certainly for small amounts, it works really well. And I was kind of thinking maybe if you even have a finished project like this, if you poured your plate, maybe you can put it directly into the chamber. So something like this would not fit since the bottom is rounded. However, if you have something like this, this would fit. So it really depends on your mold whether or not it would fit. So I think that's the next thing I want to try with this chamber. I want to make something like this where it's a rather large object and see if it takes out all the bubbles. So if you want to see that, let me know down below in the comment section. Or you can also let me know if there's something else you want me to try. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye!